TV Burp. A wind problem for Chico's partner on Dancing on Ice.
I've got props to worry about, I've got steps to worry about, and I've got a massive, massive lift to worry about.
The man stood in one place so long, they've painted round him on for better for worse.
It's taken 13 years to realise that...
And Sunita snores while she's awake on Coronation Street. I wonder what Teddy's up to, given his new lease of life.
It is quite embarrassing as fudgy humpy in the corner.
Making hay while the sun shines. Of course not. No, this was Woof, a Horizon Guide to Dogs, which looked at some of the issues facing the dogs of today.
100 years ago, most dogs had a job, space to roam about in, and a clear road in life. But since then, the number of working dogs has steadily decreased, while the population of jobless city dogs has exploded.
Yeah, dog unemployment. See, I blame all the foreign dogs coming over. Great Danes, go home to Denmark. The German Shepherd, we just fought a war against it. Pyrenean mountain dog, get back up the Pyrenees where you belong. There's no jobs for our own dogs. And yet, every year, hundreds of Afghan hounds turn up here and steal our bitches. And you know what? A lot of the dogs working over here aren't even properly qualified. I had a dog in to do a bit of gas fitting. Wasn't even Corgi approved. Oh, what's this? A present. I wonder what it is. Oh, it's a new tie. Look, a lovely new tie. How wonderful. I wonder where that came from.
That needs to pull in even more then, right?
Yeah.
And then the next thing to do, I guess, is to cut all the excess fabric off so you don't end up with it all being...
That's it.
It's a present from... No, surely that can't be.
Don't shut the door! I'm Amanda Lamb, and I have a very lovely surprise for you.
From Amanda Lamb! Amanda Lamb! Amanda Lamb! Everybody loves Amanda Lamb!
She's like for real, I'm not a sham.
That's why everybody loves Amanda Lamb!
Amanda Lamb, Amanda Lamb. Everybody loves Amanda Lamb. Amanda Lamb. Everybody loves Amanda Lamb. Amanda Lamb, Amanda Lamb. Everybody loves Amanda Lamb. Everybody loves Amanda Lamb. Amanda Lamb, Amanda Lamb. Everybody loves Amanda Lamb. Oh, Mandy, oh, you kiss me and stop me from shaking. And I need you today, oh, Mandy, I need you. I've just been sipped up by Amanda Lamb. Quite an adventure. Yeah, cheers. Yeah. See ya. Yeah. Yes, it's Amanda Lamb's new show. New show, You Deserve This House. And this week, Mandy had all sorts of tips on how to zhuzh up your fixtures and fittings.
Revamping an old shade is easy. Just take a piece of fabric and cut to size using the shade as a template. Then secure one end of the fabric to the shade using double-sided tape. Cut to length, allowing for a slight overlap. Stick the other end of the fabric to the shade. And finally, tape along both sides of the inner rim, pulling the fabric tight and folding over. For safety reasons, only use a low wattage bulb with a fabric shade.
There we are. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? I'll just turn it on. It certainly seems to be giving out a lot of light. I wonder what's going on down on Channel 4's Four in a Bed.
Woohoo!
Yeah, not a lot. Yes, this is the show where couples take it in turns to stay in each other's bed and breakfasts and mark the hospitality out of 10. Come dine with me! So, let's meet the contestants. There was Debbie and husband John, who was a bit of a comedian.
Debbie and John Fox own the 7-roomed Friary Wood guest house in North Somerset. And while Debbie runs the show behind the scenes, Fox is on hand to provide the comedy banter.
John is you're naturally funny.
Yeah, he's naturally funny, a rare gift. Hold on to your sides as we see him in action.
Who wouldn't want to stay in a house like this?
Hardest job in the world. I particularly liked divorcee Julianne.
Divorcee Julianne's on the lookout for love.
I've joined a dating site, which has been quite good fun. Met some nice chaps, but 2 arms, 2 legs and half a brain. I'm very easily pleased.
Well, that's worth knowing. Actually, I'm pretty sure I recognise her.
When I first started, I didn't know the ins and outs, and I never thought about having locks on the doors. About 3 o'clock in the morning, this guy had basically got in my bed, turned his back to me and just gone to sleep. Just went, excuse me, I think you're in the wrong room. And he was like, oh, right. But obviously he got out, he hadn't got a stitch on, bless him.
And I promise it'll never happen again. We ended up turning the light on and watching the Discovery Channel till the early hours of the morning. I've never seen so many turtle eggs. Poor Julianne. She and her friend Marilyn were a little bit confused.
The bed feels okay. It's a bit squeaky at the moment.
What do we need? We need some, what did he say?
KY gel or something.
No, deep water.
Don't get those two mixed up. Again. Mind you, it's never been easier to turn my key in the lock, and it's a chub, too. But by far the most interesting of them all was Stevie and his monkey, Mark.
Say hello. Really?
What did he say? He can't just say really. He's supposed to translate it for us. He's a working monkey, though. Oh, yeah, he distributes sausages at breakfast.
Would anybody care for some little extras? Mark's brought them out. He's our little helper. And look, here. No, Mark, on the plate, Mark, on the plate. Yeah, there it is. Ooh.
Oh. He's very persistent with those sausages.
Here comes Mark with his sausages!
No, thanks.
Open wide!
Now I've got a Nando's waiting if it's...
Eat the sausage!
No, thanks, Really? Which brings us to our TV Burp Toast of the Week.
TV Burp Toast of the Week.
Cheers.
Cheers, John.
Cheers to the gays.
Oh, cheers, darling.
Sure. I'm a pop star now on BBC Two, which offered advice to anyone like me who'd like to be a pop star.
Nobody walks into a record company with a guitar and says, here, cop this, give us £1 million. Sorry, it don't work like that.
Oh, now he tells me. Of course, what you really need is tips from someone who's really made it, like Cliff Richard.
And on certain lines, he would say, when you sing this line, you're going to look up at the camera. Okay, then you turn around and you grab your arm like this.
Actually, that's the same face I pulled after I had my BCG. But for me, the most delightful bit of archive footage was this unusual pairing.
But is the price a pop star has to pay sometimes too much?
I didn't know Basil Brush was a Gary Newman fan. Well, he is. And to sing us out with Cars, it's Mr. Basil Brush. Yes, unfortunately, Basil couldn't make it, so Mark had to step in at the last minute. Really? That's all from us. Good night.